Today I am going to start chapter 8, How do organisms reproduce? Life process chapter. You have seen 4 life processes which maintain life in an organism, like respiration, transportation, excretion and nutrition. Here we are going to learn another characteristic feature of the living beings, reproduction. Reproduction is a salient feature of all living beings because no creature can survive forever. So, reproduction is essential for the continuation of every species, isn't it? Without reproductive organs, also one can survive. So, the reproduction is not a life supporting or life maintaining process for an organism. Let me repeat, the reproduction is not a life supporting process for an organism but a characteristic feature which helps to sustain life. That is, for the continuation of a species, to avoid extinction of a species on the earth. Reproduction is a must. So this is how reproduction is different from other characteristics of a living beings. So reproduction is not a life supporting process for an organism but it is needed for the continuation of a species to avoid the extinction. You know, every organism has a lifespan. For example, we can say the average lifespan of human 70 to 80 years. A dog, it can be 10 to 13 years. Seasonal plants, a few months. So this is how the average lifespan of organisms calculated. So we have seen this is how the organisms survive for a limited time on the earth. So after the death also their species has to continue on this earth. So that is the importance of reproduction. Here I use the term species. You have already learned in class 9 what is a species. A species is a group of organisms which has same number of chromosomes. Since they have the same number of chromosomes, they look similar, their feeding habit is same, their habitat, the living place is same. For example, human being, Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens, whether American or Indians, they all are Homo sapiens. Even though they are different in skin complexion and externally, different human beings look different. But they belong to one species because they have same number of chromosomes. So the Homo sapiens have 46 chromosomes. So the members of a species are able to breed among themselves, reproduce among themselves naturally. For example, human beings give birth to another human being. Dog gives birth to puppies. Mango trees seeds give rise to a baby mango plant. Some exceptional cases are also seen in the nature, like a male donkey can reproduce with a female horse and forms a baby you call mule. Here, mule is sterile. Sterile means not capable of breeding or reproducing. Donkeys have 62 chromosomes, whereas horse 64 and the mule has 63 chromosomes. So because of the differences in the chromosome number, mule is sterile. So the members in a same species are able to reproduce among themselves and the offspring or the baby formed will be fertile. Here I have said the case of a mule. The difference is young one is formed in such case, but the young one is not capable of reproducing. It is sterile. This is because of the mule is the breed of a donkey and a horse. So that's all about the introduction to reproduction. Now I am going to start the two different types of reproduction or two modes of reproduction. One is asexual reproduction and the other is sexual mode of reproduction. Asexual mode of reproduction, a single parent is only needed, whereas in sexual reproduction, two parents are involved, one male and the other female. In asexual reproduction, no reproductive organs are involved. There is no production of reproductive cells or gametes. The involvement of reproductive cells or gametes not needed. Whereas in sexual mode of reproduction, reproductive organs have role. They produce the gametes or the reproductive cells and the fertilization takes place. In asexual reproduction, generally it is a faster way of reproduction. Asexual mode of reproduction is a faster way of reproduction, whereas sexual mode of reproduction is comparatively slower. In asexual reproduction, asexual parts are utilized for the reproduction. For example, in the cases of plants, root, stem, leaves, these are the asexual part, non-reproductive parts. But the new plants grow from these parts. In asexual reproduction, single parent is involved, so the variations shown by the young ones will be minimum, whereas in sexual reproduction, the offsprings or the young ones show maximum variations. These are the differences between asexual and sexual reproduction.